We're gambling a little bit here, but here we go. Spawning in the top right-hand corner of ley lines, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the red Protoss, representing Weibo Gaming, WBG. It is herO. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the South Korean Terran player, the blue Terran, representing Shopify Rebellion. It is ByuN. Here we go. Here he does make his way across the map. Likewise, ByuN setting up here back at home, going for his single gas. Max is being set up as well. Is it being set up? So far, economic opener here. Oh, never mind. Going for the second gas. So it's going to be a more tech-heavy opener here by ByuN, going for the second gas geyser into his factory. Again, a herO getting across the map real quick to confirm what exactly the build ByuN's going for. What exactly ByuN is up to. So here it does confirm. Likewise, tasing away at that SCV. Oh, and he does want that worker. CV does find an opportunity to get it. Oh, he wants it. Oh, he wants the SCV. He gets one more shot, and oh, it lasts. Here he gets punished. Here he gets shut down, and ByuN holds. Whew. ByuN holds. ByuN does defend. It kills the probe. Now can settle in. Can settle in. I'm sure commenting on that as well. TT, Lappy TT. ByuN going for his factory follow-up. And again, here he just got a little bit too excited. A little bit too cavalier. Got punished. Did get punished. And again, when it comes to the frame drops that you're seeing in game, the players don't experience that. I will be activating my VPN after this game. We'll try to be on top of that. I'll do my best. Just sometimes the node in Korea is not willing to work with us. Smudge. Outside of that, though, we're settling in. I'm going to be settling in here. To have that CC on the low ground for ByuN. Opening up with Reaper Hellion. Just a handful of Reapers and Hellions. Not too big of a commitment. Now getting into add-ons. Meanwhile, Twilight Council open out of heroes. Working towards Blink, I would imagine. And we'll see how many gateways get thrown down for herO. We shall see. Aggressive he does want to be. ByuN does move out. Moving out with his initial Reaper Hellion. Again, only 2 Reapers and 1 Hellion. This is really just designed to scouts. Can maybe get a worker or 2. But I'm sure more than anything, ByuN just wants to get a read on what's going on. Makes his way towards the natural. Shield battery is ready. Adept will survive. So far, so good. You can see herO getting positioned at the Reaper Cliff. There's the hallucination. Being set across the map. ByuN trying to commit, but alas, he is deterred. And herO holds. Here he does hold on. Behind this, we do see ByuN getting towards 1-1-1, working towards set a Reaper drop, working towards a Widowmine drop. Actually, more of a kitchen sink, really. Bit of everything. Marines, Widowmine. ByuN is moving out across the map. And typically the goal here is for the Widowmine to zone and to ideally connect with the Stalkers and for the Marines to get economic damage instead. We'll see what he can get done. Meanwhile, herO, he's setting up, getting in position, did spot the drop, and is looking for it. He's looking for that medevac. Hellion Reaper towards the natural. herO, he does keep up, drop into the main. Likewise, herO does zone away. herO's all over this. So far, so good. He is all over this. Reaper Hellion zone back. And ByuN is deflected. He still has kept everything alive, but for now, has yet to really gain any value. And back at home with this 1-on-1, going for an add-on swap into Cloak Banshee. Okay. Now again, Cloak Banshee tank follow-ups have been quite trendy amongst the Korean Terrans. I mean, I say Korean Terrans now towards the European Terrans as well. As a result, has been quite trendy. Is moving out for some harassments, potentially for some counterattack. waiting for the second Banshee. Likewise, herO moving out, establishing his third. And herO, he had only gone for 2 gateways. Yeah, just 2 gate blink into a third. Economic build here by herO. Does catch out the Reaper Hellion. Very nice cleanup. herO does maintain himself. ByuN's still waiting for that second Banshee. Here we go, it does arrive. Cloak is done, and we have 2 Banshees. They can one-shot probes, and now they can move out towards the natural. Banshees, they make their way across the map. Likewise, ByuN, he is poised and ready with that Widowmine. He can always unburrow and just waddle into the mineral line. He can send it. See if he does. Building up his bio. And he's moving out. He's going to be moving out. Yo, the node is cleared up. Let's go. There we go. Banshees towards the natural. Here comes that unburrow. Widowmine's waddling in. herO distracted. Gets 2 probes. Does burrow. Up! herO! Up! Oh my god, does reaction time. Does pull away. Whew. And we'll lose 3 probes. 2 to the Banshee, 1 to the Widowmine. herO does defend. And again, that could have been so much worse. That was almost so much worse. But herO, he holds on. Likewise, ByuN is being active. Moving out with his main army. Still no third CC. We should be seeing one momentarily here. I would imagine on location once he moves out. Likewise, herO is being active with his own Zealot drop. Charge is done. Working towards +1 and working towards the splash damage. Not Storm, Colossus. Army gets spotted. herO, he knows he has a free route here towards the main. Spots the main army, keeping it distracted. CC on location. herO, he can delay. He can and he will. Goes for the SCV, drops into the mineral line with, at the same time, ByuN goes straight for the third. Right down mid. Is going to be spotted. herO trying to respond. Does slice up the army. Nice force fields. Might just going up. Oof. On the Zealots. Once again, the force fields, they buy a lot of time here. They turn back the army. Stalkers will engage. Shield battery support. But does herO have enough? He does not. Not enough Zealots. Not enough of a gateway army. The boys are being pulled. Oh my god. Mindshot goes off. Takes down the Prism. And ByuN, he has done it. He's breaking on through. herO, he did well across the map, at least trying to distract. Likewise, Banshees towards the main base. And herO just did not have enough. Barely not enough. Force fields were good, but not good enough here. The Colossus does arrive. Shuts down the bio. We'll clean this up, but at the cost of 17 probes. Oh my god. herO even forced a recall. Again, just barely did not have enough. Looking at the assault tab, that was 20 probes going down in total. ByuN, though, it looks like his CC was cancelled. Ooh, that I did not notice. Okay, cancellation on the command center, so ByuN is still on 2 bases, which means ByuN doesn't have the lead that he otherwise should have. He's up in workers, but he's oversaturated. He is oversaturated, so herO, he's in a rough position, but he's not out of this yet. Still in this game, still barely holding on. Building up his Colossus, getting a 4th Nexus. He can make 4 probes at a time. Drop his pinned. And herO can attempt to stabilize. Attempt. Like, I would say that ByuN still has momentum. I mean, ByuN does have a supply lead. But really, what's keeping herO in this is lack of third base. Otherwise, it would already be mining. Already on location this entire time. That would just snowball into a win. Or into a terrifying army. Army is still terrifying, but could have been more so. As the Banshee does threaten. He gets a probe. He gets 2. Banshee pulling back. Do we get a feedback? Oh, not quite. Oh, he does. Feedback goes off. Kills a medevac. Nicely done. Power of the feedback. ByuN building up. herO attempting to stabilize. He's up to 2 Colossus. Now into Disruptor production. Disruptors can't bob off. Also his Novas. ByuN moves out. ByuN is moving out. herO trying to keep up as well. Oh! Server does fall. ByuN rotating. So being active, rotating over. And eventually we'll pull the trigger once he maxes out. Building up Ghost, getting 4 CC on location. As ByuN moves out, herO is coming with a massive Zealot run by. Very committed, actually. And he can split up between the bases. ByuN out of position. He does commit across the map. Racing back home. Never goes off. Doesn't quite connect. Zealots, they do hit the natural. Couple of Zealots into the third. ByuN, he does turn most of his army back around. We'll clean up the Zealots. We'll lose 13 SCVs in the process. More Zealots trickle in. There's a recall. The wall is solid. ByuN defends. Not without losing 14 workers, though. Here comes the main army of herO. Pushing forward. herO, he does not get eyes on the fourth, otherwise he could force a cancel. The fourth base is going to finish. The herO, he will not deny it. Likewise, that medevac is still ready here, outside of the base. I'm trying to keep up with it, in case ByuN ever does pull the trigger. You can see here, he's repositioning. Ooh, EMP goes off. Fourth base is done. Now herO, he may check up the ramp, but it's too late to deny it. Yeah, too little too late. ByuN breaking out. Army moving in. Both armies are maxed. Show us those Novas. Ooh. EMPs do blanket the army. There's 3 disruptors here for herO. 3 disruptors. herO does take some mind shields to the face. What am I to connect? Doesn't overextend. Medevac going to be unloading. Moving towards the third. ByuN, he slims into the mineral line. Probes are being targeted. As Pigos, herO, he races back home. Ooh, and herO's maxed out. He has no warpins. No! No warpins. Ooh, nice feedback though, and herO, he will clean this up. But it does give ByuN a little breathing room. It means that ByuN can now saturate and morph in his planetary, throwing down sensor towers. Starports are on the way for that eventual Liberator transition. For that Liberator switch. He's on how many Vikings? 9. 9 Vikings for 3 Colossus. Stims in! Nice EMPs. Vikings going ham. Where are the Novas? Disruptors, they do move forward. Disruptors go down. A bit of miscontrol here from herO, losing every single Disruptor. Not a single Nova. Not a single Nova does connect. Ooh, Colossus does fall. Down to 1. Not the best fight there from herO. I mean, there was no control for the Disruptors. Did save at least 1 Colossus, thankfully. Just a very chaotic fight. So let's go. Second Prism. Let's go. Second Prism towards the main. Stalker's moving in. herO rotates, going for the planetary. ByuN out of position. Disruptor has arrived. Nova goes off. This time they do zone. But the base survives. herO gets 10 SCVs. herO's maxed. Rotating over. Disruptor's not quite ready. ByuN pushing forward. herO, he has to take care. Diving on the army. More Disruptors have arrived. herO trying to drag the army out into the open. Holding onto that Nova. He's holding onto it. Pushing forward, chasing him down. Vikings going to be falling. Here come the Novas. Oh my god. The friendly fire. Friendly fire here on the Stalkers. herO, calm down. Triggered all of his Novas at once. Calm down, Pat. So does deny the third. Denies the third expansion. Did take a Nova to the face. But it's okay. Going for the planetary. Any Novas left? They are. Oh, they turn away. Nice connections on the Marauders. Well, two more. Massive connections. And Novas, they do stack. Two of them connect. From here, the base goes down. And here, he has to get the hell out of here. GG gets called. He backs off. And herO will take game number 1. GG. GG, well played. A very chaotic game, don't get me wrong, very chaotic, but herO, he did overwhelm, did bring ByuN down. Again, he was able to rotate, would pull ByuN apart, take down mineral line after mineral line, SCV after SCV, bases as well, and ByuN just could not sustain those losses, could not keep up with herO. GG. GG, well played. But that was very intense and very back and forth. There were definitely moments for both players in that game. I'm hoping for an ace match, but the pressure is now on ByuN. Also, very quickly, I will activate that VPN. Hopefully it goes well for us. Fingers crossed. As we have our map of choice, ByuN opting to go for Abyssal Reef. Much larger map. Much larger map. Again, we saw this from herO as well against Clem, where herO, I'm sure, just wants some... Sorry, ByuN just wants some breathing room. Wants his opponent to back off. And we'll see how this goes. We shall see. As our players are ready. We are loading into that second game. And again, if ByuN takes this game, we can force the ace match. It is going to be a best of 3. It is brutal, though, that these are all best of 3s, considering the caliber of player, of course. It is brutal. Here we go. We are loading into game number 2. And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Abyssal Reef, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the Blue Protoss, representing Weibo Gaming, WBG. It is herO. So it does lead the series 1-0. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the South Korean Terran player, the Red Terran, representing Shopify Rebellion. Down in the series, we'll see if he can recover and bounce back. It is ByuN. Here we go. Just had Aphrodite. Aye, indeed. I think I know the meme you're referring to, but yes. I agree. So herO does move out with his probe scout once again early on, getting a read on what ByuN is up to. Behind this, ByuN going for a double gas opener. We saw this in the previous game as well. Double gas into a faster factory. Last game, this led into an early Widowmine drop with Marine support, with the initial opener of Reaper Hellion. We'll see if ByuN does something similar or something very different. This can lead into a more dedicated Widowmine drop. This can lead into an earlier tank drop instead, or an earlier Banshee tank push. ByuN has options. For now. We do see that herO once again. Well, no, not again! Not again! Last game, herO lost the first probe. ByuN, he wants it. Oh my god, takes down the worker 2 games in a row. Aye. herO, just keep your probes back home. Or he just gets too excited. He just gets too aggressive and... Oh god. I mean, what I will say though, even though herO did lose his first probe 2 games in a row, that still led into a win in game 1. No, still led into the win. If anyone can translate in the chat, I would love a translation, by the way, of what is being said and what is the banter between the players. Would love to see it. Aye. But with that, we have our opener here. Oh, and on a much larger map, this makes sense. Does make plenty of sense. It's going to be a Stargate opener for herO. If you remember, Clem went for a Stargate opener here on this map as well when he faced off against ryuN. It makes sense just because the map is so much larger. It's a very large map. You have more room to yourself. You have more room to breathe, more room to grow. And the chances of an all-in coming across the map and knocking you down is far lower on a map as large as Abyssal Reach. We go. And so now we are going to be settling in. To have ByuN being active. Is being active here. And behind this, instead of going for the initial Widowmine drop or even Banshee opener, we do have a tank drop. Okay, so ByuN is being active. He's being aggressive. Tank drops here are quite common. I would imagine that ByuN, he's going for this spot here. There is a position just outside the natural where you can get within range of the mineral line and actually shoot the mineral line from the other side of the ravine. Speaking of, yep, ByuN, he's headed in that direction. From here, you can get a couple of probe kills, then back off and retreat and just gain value. Meanwhile, I assume it's going to be a Phoenix open. It's going to be Oracle, double Oracle, then into Phoenixes. Drop is on the way. herO trying to set up. He does spot the Medivac. Meanwhile, at Epsay shaded across the map. SCVs are going to be going down. Nice pickoffs here by herO, getting 4, getting up to 5 SCVs. But the drop does come into play. The tank is in position. And it will wreak havoc here on this mineral line. Oracles, they do activate their pulsar beams. But they do force a pickup. Meanwhile, across the map, Epsay cleaned up. The drop is going to be forced back. And so far, oh my god, the jukes! Where's he going? Where's he headed? The intercept. With help of the Phoenix and the Stalker. Oh my god, ByuN, is he going to be shot down? No shot! He does not get away. He does not get out. Medivac will fall. Tank as well. Brutal cleanup. In saying that, though, ByuN, he will reinforce. He keeps on going. There is a stasis trap. Oh, stasis goes off. ByuN still going for that same spot, still getting in position. And looking to lay siege upon that mineral line. Stalkers, they come in from behind, they lift the tank. And with that, the tank is going to be targeted down. Yeah, just barely. Tank does fall. And from here, he can just kite back. Just kite on back. Stasis goes off. Ooh. Catches a handful of units. It was a rough trade here for herO. It was not clean whatsoever, but herO, he's holding. Is holding on. Took down 2 tanks. A 3rd tank has arrived. Oh my god. ByuN just doesn't stop. He just keeps rallying across the... Calm down, papi. Ay, ay, ay. As we do see here, punishing this, diving on the army, chasing down that tank. And it looks like he should be able to bring it down. It's going to be close. Yeah, it is quite close. But the tank will fall. And ByuN is losing everything. At this point, he's losing everything. He has to stop rallying. He has to calm down. Marines are falling one after the other. Another tank falls. That's what, the 4th or 5th tank? The 4th tank does fall. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, and from here, we're just going to become the production. Goes for the Cyclone. Boys are being pulled. Oof. SCVs, they are going to be pulled here against the Adepts at least. We'll clean this up. Adept shades into the main. We're came the production. And going for the Viking. And this isn't enough to kill ByuN, but it's enough to just keep him contained. Just outtrade him. Pick off key units. ByuN does get a 3rd CC on location. herO, he backs off. He's running out of energy. Another SCV falls. Behind this, herO just getting a 4th. ByuN may have a 3rd, but herO is getting a 4th base. Getting a 4th expansion, saturating his bases, working towards charge. Robo, Temple Archives, Archon production, potentially Storm as well. herO looking quite comfortable. Looking quite comfortable so far. And we'll see if ByuN can recover. For the time being, he lost all of his high-tech units. He has pure Marine. He has purely Marine. He lost all the Medivacs, Vikings, Cyclones, tanks, more SCVs. It's a rough road to recovery here for ByuN. Again, ByuN, he was just hyper-aggressive. He was hyper-aggressive and he was punished for it. It wasn't just the fact that his first tank drop failed. It's the fact that he just continued. He just committed. He just kept rallying. Kept losing everything. And with that, it's going to be difficult. ByuN is just stuck at home. He's just stuck at home. He has to focus on the fencing. Focus on defending even. On defending, surviving. And herO from here can just max out. He can opt to max out. herO going to be a little bit more assertive though. Comes in with a charged Archon. Bay's on the way, second Robo as well, working towards Colossus. And at least ByuN does have Stim, but he has no combat shields. He has no other upgrade, just Stim. Stim and concussive shell, I should say. So they do try to trickle in. The mine shots up. Oh, Widow Mines, they get picked up. Widow Mines go down. Zell gets lifted as well. And here he's just charging in, collapses on the army, takes down the Medivacs. GG gets called as he gets overwhelmed, and herO will take the series 2-0, advancing on to the semi-finals. GG. GG, well played. herO will claim the series, and with that, herO will make it to those semi-finals. And the question becomes, does he have an opponent? I believe he does. I believe Trigger has been lying in wait. I believe Trigger has been patiently waiting. So up next we have the PvP between Trigger and herO. Otherwise, we might have the upper semifinals instead. Let's find out.